video isn't about perfection, but it's about learning to show up for yourself time and time again, even when you fall or you've fallen off your plans, or when things don't go as planned. Yes, I fell off my plans of posting daily on my channel for the next 6 months. Yeah, I did. Intention was to post daily, but in the last 1 week, life came at me so fast. First, I fell ill. Although I was still struggling, trying to power through that while sick, I was still trying to sit in to film videos every day. But I think a few days into that, it became very apparent to me that I needed to take some time off, and I had to make the hard but necessary decision to skip some days, just take some days to rest it off and then get myself back to 100. And just when I was feeling better, I experienced a few setbacks. And yeah, I got a call this week from my best friend to help her with something that was very, very important to her, and that required us leaving home very early, and we got back quite late. And in the last 1 week, we've just been up and about. That affected my consistency. As someone that is recovering perfectionism, to me that felt like I totally ruined my consistency, right? I started struggling with the guilt of falling off my plans and not staying consistent. So I had to remind myself, and my friend also reminded me, that falling off your plans, it's normal and it happens to everyone. Life happens, and most times things don't go the way we plan them to. First, I know the emotional part of falling off your plans can be heavy, as this come with the guilt of what you did and didn't do, the shame of not keeping to your word or promise to yourself, to others, and even your community. Also the frustration that comes with missing your goals. What I tell myself, and I'm also going to invite you to say to yourself, is that falling isn't failure. Yes, I'm going to repeat that. Falling isn't failure. It's feedback. It's a chance to understand what's working and what's not. So why does consistency matter more than perfection? This is because we mistake consistency as perfection. But really, it's about getting back up whenever we fall off our plans, right? Even the Bible says that the righteous man falls 1,000 times, but he keeps getting up. I'm not saying, I'm going to put it on the screen because I'm not saying the right words right now. For me personally, in all transparency, this was where I used to miss it. This was where I used to miss what consistency, as a recovering perfectionist, is what I say. As a recovering perfectionist, this is where I used to miss it. This was where I used to struggle, because I felt like consistency was like linear. It was like a straight line. If I said I was going to, if I was challenging myself or agreeing to a particular routine or whatever it is, or a particular plan for a set number of days, months, consistency for me was staying consistent every day, not breaking it, right? Going every day. But I got to understand that it's actually progression, not perfection. Consistency means this and this and this. So unlike before, where when I fall off a particular routine, or I fall off a particular decision or intention I have set, or a goal I have set, and if I fall off, I just give up, I just quit. Now I'm beginning to understand that because it's progression, not perfection, I'm choosing to get back up when I fall again. I'm choosing to build the momentum when it feels like it's no longer there, one step at a time. So consistency is coming back to what you said you would do, even when you're falling off by days or weeks or even months, and not quitting on yourself or your goals. I'm going to invite you to remember your bigger picture, to remember the reason why, to remember your goal, why you chose to go on this journey, and let that motivate you to keep going, to get back to momentum. So 4 practical ways to regain momentum. 1, Start small. If you missed a week, for instance, instead of trying to do everything all at once, start small. Start where you are. What can you do right now? And then keep putting one foot in front of the other. Number 2, review and adjust. So identify what caused the setback and make necessary tweak to your routine. 3, focus on today. Stop worrying about what you've missed. Instead, ask yourself, what's one thing or that one thing that I can do today to move myself forward? Number 4, celebrate the wins. Even showing up in small ways deserve to be acknowledged, deserve acknowledgement, right? So for me, after falling off for so long, choosing to sit and still do this video today is a big, I have to give myself that, and that motivates you. You want to put another step in front of the other. So 3 mindset shifts that will help you to build long-term consistency. Number 1, treat consistency as a skill that you're building and not a trait you were born with. Nobody was born with this, right? We are all learning as we go. So treat it as a skill that you're learning daily. Number 2, like I said before, remind yourself of your why. Why did you choose to go on this journey? Remind yourself. I always say that why you do something is always more important than what you're doing. So remind yourself of your why. When you remember your why, it would motivate you, it will spur you on, it will give you the momentum that you need to keep putting one foot in front of the other. 3, and I feel like that is the most important one, is let go of perfection. Progress sometimes can feel and look chaotic and messy, and that's okay. Remember, like my life mantra, and I'm going to invite you to say that to yourself. Like I used to have that posted all over my house, where I see it to remind myself. I always remind myself, progression, not perfection. Progression is a journey, while perfection is a destination. Remember, like I said, progress can look and feel messy sometimes, and that's okay. So I hope this video has reminded and motivated you to know that consistency isn't about never falling, but about being kind to yourself and showing up again and again and again and again. Like I said, the righteous man falls 1,000 times, but he keeps getting up. So what have you been struggling to stay consistent with? What are your struggles? And do you have any tips to share with us? Please, if you do, share in the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going. And yeah, I would like to ask if there's anything you would want me to talk about. Please share in the comment section, and I'll do a video to respond or revert to that. So until my next video, thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for showing up. I love you. Bye. Remember, progression, not perfection.